Suzanne Marquez is outside the Jackson family home in Encino telling us what's going on there. And of course, that has been the scene of plenty of crowds since Michael Jackson reported, well, he was reported, how long ago now? It's about a week and a half now, right,
Yeah.
Suzanne?
That's right. It's been a flurry of activity ever since the news broke that Michael Jackson had a heart attack and then quickly passed. Now, this morning, there's been a lot of activity out here in Encino. We've seen 3 Rolls Royces and a fleet of Range Rovers coming in and out of the house. Word from one witness out here is that Janet Jackson was pulled in a little while ago, but that isn't confirmed because I didn't see her with my own eyes. Now, as we look back here, you can see people are at the family memorial in front of the house. Even this morning, people have been coming through the night from all over the country. We've seen people from all over the world. And I have 2 ladies here this morning. Come on over here. You wanted to be here the morning that Michael Jackson was going to be buried. Tell me why it was so important to come out here this early in the morning.
Well, he's a legend, and one of the things that I think is imperative that we let the family know that we did love him. And unfortunately, the sad thing is that he didn't get to see how much America actually does love him still.
Yeah, before his death, I think there were 50,000 downloads of his music the week before, then just a blast of 2 million. So it showed how many people just loved and loved his music.
Yeah.
And who is this with you?
This is my daughter, Kelly. Yeah,
Hi,
she's
Kelly.
13,
Hi.
and she wanted to be here as well to also share the moment. Because after all, this is someone's son. This is a family's brother, their uncle, and it is a compassionate moment. It really is.
And are you normally up at this hour?
No, we are not. But for him, I thought about it, and I thought, there's nothing more than, and we may be inconvenienced, but they did lose a loved one, and we wanted to pay our condolences by being
Thank
here.
you. And Kelly, you're 13.
Yes.
What kind of influence has Michael Jackson had on your life?
Singing. I like to sing. It's a hobby of mine, and I really looked up to him. And
Did
his
you have
dancing and everything.
I was dancing too.
Yeah.
Well, I know it's very early to ask you to dance, but did you have a favorite Jackson song?
Smooth Criminal is my favorite. I have it on my iPod.
Can you sing it?
No.
It is very early. I know. You're not warmed up.
If Dad was here, she'd be singing with us. Yeah.
So you came out from Lawndale, wanted to beat the traffic and be one of the first.
Absolutely. And I didn't realize that that a family that's so loved is so close to us, geographically speaking.
Yeah, it's
It
pretty
really
incredible.
is.
My husband lives in the valley, and this is a huge landmark for most of the people in the valley. But for the rest of us, who knew they lived so close?
Absolutely. And so they are in our hearts, and they're actually by our back door too. So that's nice that we're able to come here and give a kiss with flowers and a hug with a card from Kelly, and just to pay tribute like everyone else has.
Well, thank you. You two have a wonderful morning. So a lot of people coming out to pay their respects at the Jackson family home, and a lot of activity as they prepare to bury Michael Jackson this morning. Reporting live in Encino, I'm Suzanne Marquez. I'll send it back to you guys.
All right, Suzanne, thank you. 4:49 right now.
All right, Rick Dicker looking forward to some nice weather, of course, for the memorial, because a lot of folks will be out and about. We should also mention that there are a number of cities which will actually have the memorial piped into big theater screens, like the Mann Chinese Theater there in Hollywood, also the Krikorian Theater in Monrovia. Anyway, we'll talk more about that in a little bit.
Yeah, we've been hearing that as well, but if you're going to be out and about this morning into the afternoon, perhaps in the downtown area, temperature's going to be pretty pleasant, at least at the start of the day. Reading's going to be in the 60s for the most part, but later on this afternoon, a high temperature near 80 degrees downtown. Valleys and Inland Empire, it's going to be another warm one. High pressure in the upper atmosphere continues to dominate our weather. We'll see a temperature range between 86 and 95. Yesterday, we did see those 90s across the area. West Coast cloud radar, look at that. Pretty much not a cloud in the sky across the southwest. All of that moisture that blossoms in the afternoon well off to our east over the Rockies. That's because we have a drier south to southwest flow aloft over Southern California. Valleys and Inland Empire, not much change in temperatures, lower 90s through about Thursday, and then we're going to bump things up a bit as we head towards the weekend. High pressure will strengthen over the area. The onshore flow will weaken, the air mass will warm up, and we're going to see temperatures at or above 100 degrees in some of the hottest spots of the Valleys and Inland Empire communities by this weekend. Back to you guys in the studio.
All right, thanks so much, Rick. It is 4:51.
Could thousands of unclaimed tickets for the Jackson Memorial still be out there?
Do some fans still have a serious chance of getting inside the memorial? We'll help you separate fact from the rumors. A live report coming up next.
pace. Can you imagine the run on those tickets, and where are they? And anyway, we're going to sort it out for you. Rick Lozano, I believe, is on that story for us. LAX seeing mostly sunny skies, mild temperatures again.
Beautiful day today. A high of 70 degrees at LAX.
That is Tony McEwing temperature.
It is
right
Tony
there.
McEwing weather.
Room temperature, perfect.
If ever there was any Tony McEwing weather.